Hello and welcome. My name is David and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. We're going to go through a few things today in some training on getting started in the business. You know, when you first get started, you may have an excitement level that's really high. We call it the emotional roller coaster because you start out high, maybe even questioning things or maybe not quite certain. But as you get out there and build with your reason why behind you, you're going to come up against some things that maybe you didn't expect. There will be times when people say no. There will be times when people who you know could really use this product or this business will just say no. And your ability to manage your perspectives is critical. If your perspective goes in the dumps and in that emotional roller coaster you start going down, at that point you gotta find a way to get back up. Otherwise, your down becomes you're off the screen and you quit. So, no going in, you're going to go through an emotional roller coaster just like as a parent or if you're on a sports team or marriage or anything. You have times when there's ups and downs and our ability to go through that roller coaster, if you will, is critical for your success. That's number one. Number two, I'd like to say is what's going to fuel you is we call why power. You know, you get about it behind a Corvette. It's got a lot of horsepower. It's got a lot more horsepower than a Prius, if you will. And the more horsepower you get, the faster that baby can go. Well, here, you don't need horsepower for speed. You need horsepower for strength. And that strength is going to come from what we call why power. You've heard of willpower before, and willpower will get you started in a business. No question. And with the strong enough will, there's always a way, right? You've heard that. If there's a will, there's a way. Well, there's something actually more powerful than willpower. That's at this level. There's another power. It's called why power. And your why power will really give you strength to go up that hill. It'll give you strength to climb this mountain we call network marketing. Because once you climb the mountain, exponential growth happens and residual income keeps coming faster than you can imagine. But getting there is a struggle. It's like pulling a truckload of bricks uphill and you're the power. You got a rope over your shoulder. You're trying to pull this ton of bricks up the hill. It's hard to get it there. You need other people's efforts. You need other people's efforts. And eventually you have two people pulling on the rope. And then three and then four. Before long, you got a bunch of people going like this. That baby gets up the hill and off it goes. But until then, you've got your willpower and your why power. Why power is going to give you more strength than anything else. What's why power? The reason why you're doing this. If you were to sit down and imagine for a moment, why are you doing this business? And if your reason is, because, that's not strong why power. If your reason is, well, because my friend told me it would work, and that's not strong why power. Your willpower is stronger than your why power in that case. If your why power is, my job is driving me nuts. I've got high blood pressure. I'm concerned about going to work every day. I'm stressed that they may lay me off tomorrow. My health is suffering because I've been doing this year after year after year. I need to get out of that place. That's a strong why power. Or my kid's college is coming up and I got to find a way to fund their college. I got to find a way to pay for that. Or I want to help them pay for it. Or my retirement's looming and I don't have my nest eggs in place to the point where I can live the way I want to live after I retire. That's a why power. But even that, status quo is here. Status quo is here. Someone from Nevada keeps calling. Status quo is here. Okay? And where our why is up here. The reason why we're doing this is up here at the top. So your status quo, what you're used to is down here. Where you want to go is up here. That difference, that gap, we call that motivation. That gap is what creates motivation. So here's where you want to go. And if you want to get there bad, your reason why is strong enough, then you've got some why power, baby. You got why power under that hood. But if you don't have why power under that hood and you just have willpower, you don't be surprised if halfway through the journey you say, I'm just going to apply my willpower to something else because there's really no reason why I'm building Youngevity or why I'm doing this. So it's really important that you say, I got willpower, yes. There's going to be an emotional roller coaster. It's not always going to go the way I want it to be, but my why power is here. Here's where I am today. That gap will create motivation. As long as I have a strong why, I've got a strong why power. Now, when you got willpower and you got why power, then it just comes down to skills. Skills and wills. That's it. You got the why already up here at the top. And then the other two things are will power and skill power. You got to keep working on some trainings. Learn about how to do approaches. Learn about how to lead with your heart and not your mind. When in this business is very much a relationship business, just like if you were courting a spouse, you'd lead with your heart. You wouldn't be cerebrally going, I'm going to figure out how to impress this woman right now. You wouldn't. You lead from your heart. You may want to put your best foot forward and all that, but you lead with your heart. This business is the same way. Lead with your heart with what we've got. Lead with your heart with our philosophies. 90 for Life is an amazing philosophy. Believe it and lead with it. People you know that aren't getting the 90 are inviting disease into their life. We've got a solution. Believe that Youngevity's passion is to help you own a business and be in one of the army of representatives that makes a significant living promoting the 90 for life. Believe that. Believe residual income is a way to get freedom in your life, like so many other people have with royalty or residual income. Believe it. Believe that other people's efforts is okay, and to earn money on the efforts of other people is, in this company, is earning them on the success of other people. You don't earn money on me if I fail. You earn money on me if I succeed. So your goal is to help me. You're like a personal trainer to me, and you're going to lock with me and help me develop my skills and my will and my why. So those three things together, look out, man, you got a home run. But if you don't have the will and you don't have the skill, and you don't have the why, you won't make it. If you have the will and the skill and not the why, you may not make it either. Make sure you've got all of them. Hopefully this has been helpful. God bless you. I'm going to take this call.